Once again, the era of virtual and augmented reality might be upon us. After years of promises and false starts, COVID-19 has driven a record number of workers remotely and could finally usher in their regular use of VR and AR at home, or at least give the tech a push on the path to mainstream. A PwC report last year predicted that nearly 23.5 million jobs worldwide would be using AR and VR by 2030 for training, work meetings, or to provide better customer service. According to a report by Abbey Research this year, before the pandemic the VR market was forecasted to grow at a 45.7% compound annual rate, surpassing $24.5 billion in revenue by 2024. Virtual reality used within businesses is forecasted to grow from $829 million in 2018 to $4.26 billion in 2023, according to Artillery Intelligence. Companies like Spatial, which creates something like a virtual reality version of Zoom, has seen a 1,000% increase in usage since March, according to head of business Jacob Lowenstein. Iris VR, which specializes in immersive software for architecture and planning, can hardly keep up with demand for new subscribers, said CEO Shane Scranton. Meanwhile, Accenture, a multinational professional services company, is using VR exercises for new recruitment techniques. Businesses out of VR-focused global accelerator ViveX have raised some $60 million within the last year, with the largest rounds of funding in the healthcare and enterprise training areas. And Facebook's VR headset brand recently released an Oculus for Business platform aimed at commercial use. But with the expansion of VR and AR could come a host of new opportunities for abuse, according to legal experts, privacy and data concerns chief among them, but tort and even harassment cases possible. As happened after the internet and email, laws for new technology need time to catch up. And companies need time to figure out best practices. Some matters may easily be regulated by current laws while others will need precedents. The question may not be whether immersive technology is finally ready for the public, but rather, are we ready for it? Experts agree that privacy is the biggest concern. With VR/AR technology we're collecting information that to date has not generally been collected, certainly not in any broad scale, said David Hopp, author of Esports in Court, Crimes in VR, and the 51% Attack. There are legitimate reasons for companies to record physiological responses like eye movement or heart rate from users. For example, a company may want to prevent VR sickness. But that information could also be used to derive psychological responses, gauging sexual preferences, proclivity to violence, and degrees of empathy. And that data is very valuable to those trying to reach consumers, explained Hopp. Trying to maintain the privacy of those types of things will be very important, said Daryl West, director of the Center for Technology Innovation at the Brookings Institution.